What is going on? Welcome back, and for those of you who are new, please subscribe. Cost you nothing. But anyways, today we're working on my Camaro. We got a floorboard to replace. I have never done rust repair before, let alone putting in an entire floor section. But the rear floor, not so good. First things first, I'm gonna knock these seats out of here. I don't want to burn them up. They're still really good condition for where this car came from. But like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe, please like, comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right, whatever. But let's get in here, get to work. I got about an hour. I gotta get to bed, gotta go to work in the morning. But we're gonna see what we can knock out tonight, and we'll be right back on it tomorrow. So let's get to getting these seats out of here. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I did watch a video on how to get these out of here, but that doesn't mean anything. Supposedly, you stick your hand up under here. Ooh, find a big old mouse nest. And you just push back. Come on. Hopefully I don't fall through, that'd be funny. Yep. Yeah, I'm not, I think the video lied. Well. Maybe we'll have better luck over here. No, they wasn't lying. I just don't see how you're gonna. Oh, nailed it. All right, one side. Excuse me, pardon me. I really had to push my knee into that to get it off of there. So we can do this one. Oh, yum. Well, that'll give us a chance to get all that cleaned out. This can go. Oof. Maybe let's get the seat out of here first. 7/16. He didn't lie about that. 1, 2. Big old washer on those. And this, he said, you just push back up. Yep. Why is it so much easier when somebody else does it? There we go. Right. Oh yay, more mouse house. No way. Check this out. It's a build sheet. That is cool. Surprised the mice didn't chew it up. That is really cool. I'll go through this in a minute. That is really cool to have though. Alright. We're gonna need a shop vac. This is terrible. I'm gonna get these tucked away on the other side. I'll be right back. Alright, let's keep getting this flammable stuff out of here. I ain't trying to burn it down just yet. Oh, this stuff is nice. Get out of here. I am really excited about that build sheet though. That's really cool. Oof. Might as well just take it all out. I'm not putting it back in. I got new carpet, so this stuff's like fiberglass or something. I don't know. It's all in good shape. I mean, it's got scaly, but there's no holes. And for those of you who don't know, I bought this car a couple hours from here. I'm in Ohio, so everything gets rusty. But the old timer that I got this from, he bought the car new, and he put it up on cinder blocks, and it sat there for 18 years. And I picked it up from him, and I fully expected when I got there for the leaf springs to be through the floor right here, because the leaf spring bucket bolts underneath here, and a lot of the times when these cars sit around here, they don't last, unfortunately. But this car is actually in really good shape. This floor, and there's a hole, 2 holes up here and a small one over there. Other than that, this car is super clean. Oh, and there's some holes in the trunk. We're not worried about those just yet. Need to get this done so if I get a passenger, they don't step on here and go through. But I am going to get the shop vac out and suck up the rest of this, what's left of the house. And then I'm going to get the new floor pan, set it in here, see how big it is, and I'm probably just going to cut out what's bad and replace that instead of doing the whole thing, because like I said, I'm pretty sure that thing goes past the arch in the floor, and it has half the tunnel in it. This tunnel is perfectly fine, but get the shop vac, clean this out, and I'll be right back again. And boom, a couple self-tappers and we're done. Nah, I'm just kidding. But like I was saying, this car is super clean. I did find a hole here, but that's not a big deal. I can cut this out and patch that in. There's these 2 holes up here, but like I said in a couple videos ago, the braces for the frame where it bolts to the body and the inner structure channels, they're all fine, and they all look new underneath the car. So this is literally just floorboard. Up in here is a mount, but like I said, it's all below it. So cut this out, plate that. You never see it. This, I'm not gonna replace all the way up here. It is probably gonna get cut here. Let me move this out of the way. Sorry if it's loud. Anyways, it's probably going to get cut like center of this hole, which is where the seatbelt is, and then probably halfway up this. This side, I don't know if to take it all the way to the seam or not. I probably should, and it goes in front of the seatbelt holes. After I start cutting, we'll figure it out. But that's the exhaust. You're not supposed to see that. And I noticed this is the fuel line, so I'm gonna have to unbolt that and drop it down out of the way. But unfortunately, that is all I'm gonna have time for tonight. For you guys, it'll be like that. For me, I'll be back in 24 hours. All right. See you guys tomorrow. All right. It's the next day. Like I said, I've never done this before, so your guess is as good as mine where to start. Or maybe you know where to start. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set this as close to where it's gonna line up to. I'm gonna mark around it just so I know. Probably shouldn't cut it no farther than that. Like I said, I'm not cutting up the tunnel any, so I'm not gonna mark that. But so now we got our 2 marks there. I still gotta get underneath and move this fuel line so I don't cut into it. I really don't want to get into this floor brace that's under here, but it's kind of rough all the way up into here. There's no holes, and it's still sturdy. I think I'm just going to, after I move this line, just gonna get in here and cut it small at first. Get that out of the way, then I can make sure that I'm not cutting into anything, because the seatbelt bolt's here. I don't want to cut into that, into the brace, I should say. But let me get underneath there, unbolt this fuel line from its hangers, and drop it down out of the way, and then start cutting. Yeehaw. Alright, that went a little better than expected, but I only kind of chopped into it here, but I can weld that back together. I didn't even cut all the way through it, but it's down to good metal everywhere. I mean, I know there's surface rust, but I'm not here to make a show car. This is the leaf spring pocket slash frame rail slash unibody mess. But I think that went pretty good. I think the next step is I'm going to set the new piece back over here. I'm going to set it in there. Maybe try to get a self-tapper or 2 in it. Then I'm going to go underneath and mark the hole from the bottom side, and then pull it back out, cut it bigger than my mark. That way, when I put it back in with the self-tapper, I can trace around it with the cutoff wheel and butt weld it in all the way. That way I can seam weld the entire thing. I'm not a big fan of the spot weld. Yes, I know these entire cars are spot welded together, but if I can seam weld it and make it better than factory, why not? So I believe that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm happy with all that. Let's get it back in there, get it down, trace it, cut it, maybe even start welding it in tonight. So, all right. All right, I think the plan first, before the zip screws or self-tappers or whatever, this runs into this, and on this side it has the seam that you would, for the pinch weld down here. Going to chop this off. Probably just grab that and bend it up for now. That way I can make it actually sit down in there so I can mark the bottom. So, that's loud. Let's do that. Safety squints engaged. That's loud. Get it, driver. Man, that's loud. Sorry, neighbor. Alright. That side should... Yeah, see? We're getting somewhere. And now this. Give it up. Yep. Oh yeah, that's just like they made them back in '81. Seat bolts line up. The seat belt hole lines up. It's not bad. Alright. Now, to get underneath and mark the bottom side. And then we'll chop her down a little more. I might go ahead and just do this seam all the way up here so I'm not replacing it on the curve. Might make that a little easier because it's flat right here. Let me get a marker. Oh, I'm getting too old for that. All right, we got that mostly marked. We're not going to be using a whole lot of this, which is fine, because my plan was to use some of this that we cut off, because from here to here we ain't using, and use that up here and over there. Okay. Just keep on cutting. Where'd you guys put my gloves at? Found them. Get my creeper out of the way. Alright. Don't forget your safety squints. Oh yeah. First fail. Cut it too small. Oh, maybe not. Just scoot it over where it needs to be. See, this is why I wanted to... We'll just do that now. What do you mean I wanted to? Would be the best way. What if I just run the seat bolts back in here to hold it? That should work. Let's do that. Keep it from moving. It's in there solid. See, the only one I'll have to guess on would be this front one here. I'll just take the cutoff wheel and run it across here and down this. All right. Let's do that. I'm gonna throw you guys back in time lapse because this thing's gonna be loud and it'll just make it easier. All right. Okay, so it's fitting pretty decent. I think what I'm going to do for the front half here, well, it's all an educated guess. But anyways, I'm going to pull this back out and I'm going to clean the paint off of all this around here. And I think I'm going to start tacking it in around the back. That way it stops moving. Because it's pretty good the way it is. I just have to work on this front one. Which I can see my cut line here and I can see it here. If it gets a little gappy when I cut it, I guess that's what the welder's for. So, yeah, I think the next move is clean the paint off. And go from there. I don't know. New guy. But that's what I'm going to do. So, more grinder noises, more time lapse. Okay, that went a lot better than I thought it would. Really, only got this one little gap here, and it's not even too bad. But I am really impressed for my first time. As you've seen, I just went ahead and cut this line a little farther this way. That way this seam would match up. But just used a screwdriver and stuck it in the gap, lined it up, made sure they was flush. Used the wood end of a hammer to push down where it was a little high or whatever. Just give it a little push, a little tack, and they're like swimwear. So now I just get to go through here and fully weld all of this. But regardless, that is way better than what was in there before, and just with it being tacked in there, it is already way better than it was before. So I'm going to get to welding that all up, and then it's on to these two holes up here. There's a little one here and then a small one over there, but just more of the same. Keep on plugging away. Man, that's a lot of welding. Quiet over there. Alright, that is all the way done. Alright, now I just got to do all these other small holes. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, so that is very time consuming, but as you see, We got this all welded in. Our hole back here is fixed, and this up here is fixed. I know it's not the prettiest. I had a mess up on a cut right there, but it's all good. Little one here. But this side, I'm gonna call it good. And the reason I say that is, I can chase all these little small holes and cut them out, patch them in. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna put seam sealer over them. I mean, factory, they seam seal holes this big and this here, and you're never gonna see it. I'm gonna spray some of that that rust converter on the entire floor, and then I'm gonna seam seal all the welds. And on top of that, I bought some undercoating, and I'm gonna undercoat the entire floor. So, but I'm running out of time to get this video out to you guys this week by Thursday. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this one side on video, and the other side I'm gonna do off camera, just get it caught up. But next we're gonna spray this with that rust converter, then seam seal it, then we're gonna undercoat it. So, all right, let's get to spraying some of that converter on here. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna give this the old new floorboard in a can, and I'm just gonna coat pretty much the entire thing and let this stuff dry. Give it about an hour, and we'll get to seam seal all these welds. But yeah, probably don't need to do that, but I'm just gonna keep doing this, get it all covered, and I'll be back with you guys after this dries and we start seam sealing. Alright, we gave this plenty of time to dry. Got my 3M seam sealer. All I had was the clear stuff, so I guess that's what we're gonna use. But once again, I have no clue what I'm doing, so we're just gonna put this on here like so. And then, oh, calm down. I have just like a putty thing that I have laying around. I'm just gonna kind of smear this on here. And then just let it dry. Look at that. Picasso. A little more of this. Oh. Smooth it on. And then smear it out. Oh yeah, I bet this is riveting for you guys to watch. I guess it doesn't have to be too pretty. They, in the factory, they really didn't care. But you're never gonna see this, so. You guys see me? And on the side. A little schmoo, a little schmear. Not too bad if I do say so myself. It's weird that it's clear, but whatever. sure you don't want to watch me just do all of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of these, the welds in here, and then we'll get to undercoating this. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, so all of that is done. Got all the other seams taken care of. So now we're going to come in here with some undercoating and just do this half of the floor. So, ain't nothing to it but to do it. But I'm going to do this real quick and I'll show you guys the end product. Alright, so here's the big reveal. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself, but unfortunately that is all I'm gonna have time for. Like I said, I want to get this video up for you guys, and I've just ran out of time. I'm going to do the other side off camera. I'm probably gonna go ahead and tape off around here and do under where the seal plate sits. So, but anyways, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Getting real close to 500 subs, so thank you for everyone who has done that already. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.